Ladies, gentlemen, and others, welcome back once again to an episode of Bull Reviews. My name is Bull, and I am back once again to talk about toys. Today, I'm going to be talking about another San Diego Comic-Con exclusive that I was able to get a while back. Fortunately, I was able to get a really good price on this. These San Diego Comic-Con exclusives are pretty hard to come by normally. You got to go to the convention usually, or they'll have a very limited number on sale right after the convention, and they just fly off the shelves. I was really lucky that a local guy was looking to sell some stuff, and this was one of the items he had, and I got a really, really good deal on it. And so I was really, really happy because this was a set that I really wanted. I really like these sets. I love these G.I. Joe versus Transformers sets that they did. You have no idea how much I would kill for a decent transforming Joe scale toy that actually turned into a robot. A Hiss Tank or a Rattler like we got here, or anything. Just something along those lines that turned into the robot itself and was scale with the Joes. That would just be amazing. So, yeah, I got this, and if you hear my kitty in the background, that's Princess Leia. She's a brat. She likes to make noise while I'm trying to do videos, so it's fun there. So anyways, these, like I said, these sets are really good. They did 4 or 5, I want to say 5 or 6 of these actually, I think all told, sets that were kind of like these crossover sets. I've got 3 of them total. I did a review on the Jetfire versus Hound, or Jetfire and Hound 2-pack that was the Sky Striker and the Vamp done as those. That's on another video that I did last time. But this time, I'm doing Joe versus Transformers. I'm doing the Rattler as Powerglide. It's an Autobot Powerglide, and then there's a Hiss Tank that's a Soundwave. So this is a pretty neat set. And one of the reasons I really wanted this set was when I was collecting the 1/18 scale stuff really hardcore back in the early to mid 2000s, Hasbro was releasing a lot of, they started releasing a lot of Crimson Guard and Crimson colored, red colored toys for Cobra. And one of the very first things I ever got was a G.I. Joe convention exclusive back in, I want to say like 2001, maybe 2002, but 2001, I think. It was a G.I. Joe set, and it was called the Crimson Strike Force, I think. And it came with like 10 or 12 Vipers, but done up in crimson and silver colors, and then it came with Tomax and Zaymot in red and silver uniforms, and Baroness in a red and silver uniform. They were really, really sharp-looking figures. I really liked them. And when I was reading the comics way back in the day, one of my favorite storylines was the Cobra Civil War, where Cobra split between several of the leaders, and they were fighting over who was going to control Cobra. So I had set up a little headcanon thing with my toys, where I had a blue faction and a red faction of Cobra. So I had like the Crimson Guard, I think it was like the Crimson Guard and like the Bats were on one side, led by like Baroness, and I had a custom figure I'd done. I'd taken a armored snake or armored Cobra Commander, and I'd painted him up in like a deep red color and silver and black. And that was, in the comics, there was a character called, he was a Crimson Guardsman, Fred 7, and he took over as Cobra Commander for a while, using that power armor that they developed. And so he was wearing that armor and running Cobra for a little while. So in my headcanon, he was still around, and so him and Baroness were kind of running one of the factions, and then Cobra Commander and Dr. Mindbender were running another faction. So that's why I wanted this toy, was because, like I said, it fit into that old headcanon. I don't really have most of those toys anymore, due to various circumstances over the years. But I still wanted it for that, because that red Rattler, red and silver, just looks sharp. And it fits in with that Crimson Guard scheme for me. And this Hiss Tank as Soundwave is really, really cool as well. So let's take a look at this set and see what all it comes with. It's a little big, so the box doesn't really fit in the frame very well, but we'll do our best here. You can see it comes with Powerglide, and it comes with a Scarlet figure, and then it also comes with Soundwave and Zartan. And one of the things I love about this Hiss Tank Soundwave is that it's a newer style HISS tank that they did, but I love the 2 rocket pads on the top that are kind of the Soundwave's old missile launcher style with the little silver missiles. It's really a nice detail that came with this. So this was a good set. I really liked it. And then on the back shows you the various features, but you know, if you're familiar with the toys, you kind of know what they can do anyways. So let's go ahead and take a look inside. Okay, and here we can see inside the box. Got all the components here. Like I said, one of the things I like about some of these older vehicles is that they come unassembled, so you can actually put them together. A lot of the newer vehicles, they're in a clear package. They're completely put together when you get them. So you don't put the stickers on, you don't do any of that. So this one's, and you can see this one's a little put together. The wings are on, but there's some components that aren't part of it. Okay, let's see what we've got here. We've got the main rattler. Let me kind of adjust things a little. We've got the main rattler body here. And as you can see, it's got the red and silver to it. Wings. There's rubber bands holding it into place. Okay. I haven't really mucked with this too much. But I imagine that helps it fit in the box a little bit better. And you can see this one's mostly put together, although there's a lot of little bits that go to it. You got the wing fins. And then there's pieces, parts for the figures. What else do we got? Here we go. We got covers. There's some spots on the back here. There's a few different pieces that go on it there, plus all the missiles and all that fun stuff. And then we've also got the HISS tank. And this one's a neat one because it's got the opening back and it's actually got spots inside that you can fit figures to sit, as well as the turret. So it's got kind of like the HISS 2 had, if I remember right, HISS 2 had some space inside, I think. It's been a while since I had one of those. Got the canopy for it. And we've got the missiles and the missile launchers and stuff for that. And of course, all the parts that go on. And then finally, we've got our figures. We've got the Scarlet, who is a little bit skinny. The 25th anniversary female figures all ran really, really thin. I was always, the few I've had, I didn't have too many of this era. I'd kind of quit collecting by then for various reasons. But yeah, the few I have always had, I was always a little afraid because they felt fragile. But they're really nice sculpts and they're really good designs, and they've got excellent articulation because they up the articulation a lot from the old figures. And then we've got a Zartan here, and he's got his hood, and you can also see here all the parts and stuff, but you can kind of see Zartan's got some extra heads and stuff to go on him for his masks, for his disguises. So this is a really sharp set. It's a lot of fun if you're into, you know, cool Joe stuff, or if you're into cool Transformer stuff, or like me, a little bit of both. And then we've got our stickers and instructions and stuff. There's file cards in here. I'm not going to open it right now, but you can kind of see there's the Autobot labels for it, and there's probably Decepticon labels for that. So yeah, this is a really cool little set. I really dig it. I think it was a fun design, fun toy, and I absolutely adored the Joe versus Transformers stuff that they did. It's a shame it was all convention exclusive. Yeah, sorry about the noise. Princess is playing with her toys in the background. This is a great little set, and it's a real shame it was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. It'd have been nicer if these were much more widely available. There was a couple sets I was not able to get, and I know they go for a mint. One of them was a Sky Striker that was done up as Starscream, and came with Cobra Commander, and Cobra Commander had a gun that looked like Megatron in gun form that that was scaled for the Joes. That was a great little set. There was another Hiss tank that they did that was Shockwave, and he's got he's basically got the Shockwave cannon when he was in gun form. That's the cannon mounted on the back of the Hiss tank. That was a really cool one too. And if I remember right, that one came with a Joe scale Soundwave. So that was a really cool set too. So there was a bunch of these did, and they were really, really neat. And it's a shame I wasn't able to get more. Yeah, they're very worthwhile to get for your collection if you can get them. But like I said, they do tend to run a little bit on the pricey side. But just great toys all around. I look forward to the day when I can actually put them all together and have them all displayed somewhere. I think it's a shame that I can't do that currently. But, no, great toys. Love them. 10 out of 10. So, yeah, okay, I'm just babbling now. So I'm going to go ahead and end this. Once again, if you're watching this on my channel, Bulldrek, I also stream this. I'm also uploading these videos over to Fandom Iconic. It's a group channel that we're doing. Captain Crappy does live streams shows twice a week. Talks about nerd stuff, talks about toys, talks about culture, just generally BS's and has a good time. Occasionally there's toy giveaways. That's on Monday and Thursday at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Fridays, there's Nevs. Nevs does a show usually about comics, but sometimes about wrestling and just about some nerdy stuff in general. Nevs is from the UK, and his stuff usually goes up, I think, Friday afternoon. There's the Buddy Harvey show on Friday nights. And Buddy Harvey's show is generally kind of a free-for-all, and it's a little more adult-oriented. The Captain Crappy shows are family-friendly, whereas the other shows tend to be a little more loose with the language and stuff, and topics. But, yeah, Buddy basically eats meat and smokes cigars and does whatever he wants, and it's a fun time. And Miss Fever Blister has a show on Sunday nights, Fever After Dark, and that one's definitely a little bit more adult-oriented, but she's fantastic and she's hilarious, and she does all kinds of random topics. I know she's talked about the supernatural, she's talked about revenge, and just does all kinds of crazy stuff, and she's a lot of fun. So the channel's great. If you're watching this over on my channel, go check them out, and if you're watching it on their channel, go check out some of my older stuff that I've uploaded to my channel. I've got a lot more toy reviews and just other random stuff I've done over the years. So yeah, that's about it. I want to send a big shout out to all my Patreon supporters for helping make these shows possible. I want to send a thanks out to Captain Crappy for helping me make these shows possible. Check out Captain Crappy. He's got a Patreon. His Patreon, all the donations for that go to a charity. Right now, we're currently saving up, and then everything they build up for that is going to a cat rescue, a local cat rescue house. I want to say end of this month or in July, sometime around there. It's coming up around the end of it. They do that every 3 to 6 months. They'll gather up all the money they've made. Cap matches it, anything that's in the Patreon, and then that goes towards whatever current charity. So check that out. Check out my Patreon. I've got a merch shop where I've got t-shirts and stuff. We've also got Blue Line Crafts is Captain Crappy's merch guy. And I will post links to all that stuff down below. So, yeah, that's going to be it for me. I'm going to stop babbling and let you guys get on with your day. I will have more toy reviews next week. And until then, open your toys and keep playing with them. Because otherwise, what's the point? Or put them on your shelf and enjoy them that way. I guess that's an option too. Me, I'm an opener. I think toys need to be free. But to each their own. All right, guys, have a good one and take it easy.